What up, guys? Welcome to MDevil Gaming. We're here with the MDevil College Football Podcast, week number 3. And you guys know what it is. Game of the week. We're here in Georgia and South Carolina. We're at South Carolina Williams-Brice Stadium, and we're gonna see who's gonna come out with this win. This is a big game in the SEC. So this one basically will decide. Oh, he's got the American flag on the sleeve on our September 11th. Put that on there. Obviously, the players are gonna be a little bit off here and there because this is old rosters, but South Carolina's kicking off to Georgia, but we'll get a little simulation here to see who's going to take home this W and get on track to go to the SEC championship this year. Oh, Aaron Murray, yeah, he's gone already. That's not good. Probably should have pulled him out. That makes a big difference for Georgia. But yeah, this is definitely the biggest game, the only ranked versus ranked matchup of the week. Last week, the simulation correctly predicted that Oregon would defeat Michigan State. I actually predicted that as well. And you know, you got to rep the Pac. Pac-12, baby. We did it up. Pac-12 was real big last week. Sun Devils came through last week. Ducks came through. USC and Stanford had a great game. Ooh, South Carolina into the backfield. Look at those Army uniforms they rocking right there. Those are pretty dope. I put those on there, special 9/11 tribute. But first, I'll go with today's game. It is Friday. Or let's go. We'll go over yesterday's game. BYU beat Houston. And it was kind of crazy. Houston almost pulled it out, even though BYU was a heavy favorite at home. It got kind of crazy. BYU had a big lead. Houston started raging back, and then BYU ended up pulling it out at the end. So that would have been terrible for BYU's chances to make a playoff bowl. So, ooh, that was a good punt. But let's see what South Carolina can do on the return after they're 3 and out. 3 and out, first time out. That's pretty darn good.
Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
But yeah, BYU did beat Houston in the Thursday night game, September 11th game. And they both had American flag logos on their helmets, all that good stuff. Shaq Rowland with the catch. Okay. South Carolina. Oh yeah, Connor Shaw, he's not at South Carolina anymore either. So that kind of throws the simulation off too. So it just makes it even, since they both have quarterbacks that are gone now. Nick Jones! Okay, let's start with the Friday night game. It does include a top 10 team on the road at Buffalo. Buffalo's not usually a pushover, but honestly, Baylor is not going to get beat by Buffalo. Let's be real. That's the Friday night game. That's tonight. And we'll just go over that one real quick. Baylor is going to win. Boom, done.
It's second down.
Next, we got UCF, Central Florida, from the American Conference, versus Missouri from the SEC. This one is on the SEC network. It is on at 9 o'clock a.m. my time, so 12 o'clock Eastern. And, yeah, it's at Missouri. Missouri's undefeated, and I believe they're going to stay undefeated. They're not going to lose to UCF at home. That would be a pretty devastating loss to lose to a non-Power 5 team at home if you're an SEC. Not power, but an SEC contender. Next, we got Eastern Carolina, who last week played against South Carolina. They got Virginia Tech this week. Virginia Tech coming off a huge upset at Ohio State. I think Virginia Tech's going to take this one. Virginia Tech is now ranked. They've jumped all the way from unranked to number 17. Sorry, guys. I'm a little sick. I don't know what it is.
He catches another. He's taken down at the 16.
He made a really good move at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes all you need to do is throw off the defender's timing just
but yeah, we got Virginia Tech at home versus Eastern Carolina. Even though Eastern Carolina is always a pretty reputable team, I think that Virginia Tech is just going to prove too strong for them, coming off of their big win at Ohio State.
We're at play number 9 of
Ohio
the
State,
drive.
number 22 in the country now. After their loss at home, they're playing against Kent State. They're going to rebound. They're going to beat Kent State. Okay, this game right here on ESPN. This is Louisville, ranked Louisville, heading to Virginia. This is my first upset of the week. I'm going with Virginia at home to defeat Louisville, an unranked Virginia team to defeat the ranked Louisville team. And South Carolina gets in for the first touchdown on the board. K'Wan Smith from Connor Shaw. Let's go, Gamecocks. Look at Cocky. He's getting it. He's riding around. He's getting it. He's riding around. He's getting it. Oh, he's riding around. He's getting it. Hey. Ooh, he said, get off me. He said, get off me. I'm going to the zone. If you want to come with, I'll drag dudes into the end zone with me. Guys, I've been playing crazy amounts of Destiny. I played for like 7 hours last night of Destiny. Good Lord. Destiny is awesome. Get that crap. Get that game. It's so sweet. Okay, next game, Wyoming versus Oregon. I don't know. This might be a tough one for my Ducks. Nah, let's go. Let's quack them, baby. Rep the pack. Georgia, South Carolina. That's our simulation. We'll save that game for last game of the week. We got Louisiana Lafayette versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to smash them. That's it. We're moving on. That one's on the SEC Network, too, if you guys want to watch that one. Next, we got a Pac-12 game on the Pac-12 Network. It's Army heading to Stanford. Army's always kind of a tough team, but Stanford will do it to them. Stanford's good. You know, we got to rep the pack. We can't have Pac-12 teams losing. We got to have that W. Okay, we got Southern Miss heading against Alabama in Tuscaloosa. We got Alabama smashing them. What are we going to say? We got Louisiana Monroe versus Louisiana State University. LSU is going to murder them, of course. Just move on. Just keep moving on. Okay, now we got Purdue versus Notre Dame. This one is in Indianapolis, so it's not a home game for either team, even though both these teams are from Indiana. It's kind of a neutral site because like Notre Dame's not like in Indianapolis. It's kind of far. And Purdue's not in Indianapolis either. And this one is at the Colts Stadium. I don't know what the name of it is. Lucas Oil Stadium, I'm pretty sure. And that is Notre Dame, number 11 ranked team. They're moving up the rankings because of their smashing of Michigan. And they got Purdue this week. I think Notre Dame's going to do it again. This one is going to be close, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Purdue pulled this one out, even though Purdue has looked pretty crappy. I just think that, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of a rivalry. They're both local teams. It's at neutral site, even though it's going to be heavy Notre Dame favored. I'm gonna go with Notre Dame winning it, but I think this will be a close one. This one's on NBC, as is all Notre Dame home games. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Notre Dame. Do they deserve the number 11 ranking? Are they really in position to make the playoff? Honestly, their schedule is about to get very, very tough. They've got Arizona State, which is the ranked team. They're on the road. They got to play Florida State. They got to play USC, and they got to play Stanford. They got to run the pack. And honestly, I can't see them winning all those games, let alone, like, out of those 4 games they have there, I would be very surprised if they won 2 against Florida State, Stanford, USC, and Arizona State. I feel like it would be more likely that they lose all 4 than win 2. And that is a little bit of a homer pick. My Devils at home, I don't see us losing to Notre Dame again. We really outplayed them last year, but we just kind of lost out on it. Kind of was rough. They got Golston back, though. Everett Golston making plays for them. He makes plays versus Tommy Rees couldn't really make those type of plays. You know, Tommy Rees was just all about like pocket passing and throwing. He was a much better thrower than Golston, but Golston can get outside the pocket. He can run. He can get outside and throw. He can Johnny Manziel that mofo. I don't know. But we got South Carolina versus Georgia right here. But yeah, Notre Dame is an interesting team this year.
He makes a catch
Ooh.
and has a first down.
If he would have thrown that ahead of him, Shaq Rowland could have made some plays over here. Look at that wobble on that ball. Wobble with it, wobble with it. Get it. Oh, come on, baby. Shaq Rowland, make a play. It's the SEC. Ooh, they juiced up in there. They juiced in Williams-Brice Stadium, South Carolina. It's because there's nothing else to do in South Carolina. They live football there in the South. It's kind of dope. Like, I've always wanted to go to a game like in the South like that, like in Alabama, Auburn, South Carolina, Georgia, any of those kind of places. Those kind of places would be amazing to visit a football game. Like, I go to ASU games every single game my entire life. I've been to like freaking hundreds of games. And when you say you've been to 100 games, I've probably been to 100. Because think about it, they only play freaking 6 home games a year. So to go to 100, that's a lot of games. That's like 20 years worth of games. Good Lord. Not 20, but like whatever, 17. But it's whatever. But yeah, we gotta rep the pack here, but the SEC, they got the environments. That's the thing. People talk about the SEC as like the best conference, and they got really good talent on top, but honestly, like, they don't really have the full body, you know. But like, freaking look at this. South Carolina's putting a little beating on Georgia. Let's see if they can hold it through the whole game. Let's get this extra point, and we're moving on to 14-0, baby. Whoa, South Carolina. Come on, raise up. Take your shirt off. Move around your head like a helicopter. South Carolina, come on, raise up. Take your shirt off. Move around your head like a helicopter. I had to bust it out a little one time. We got the 4-minute quarters here. I don't remember if I did 5 minutes last time. I think 4 minutes is going to be more ideal. Todd Gurley had the kick return for a touchdown already this year. That's Todd Gurley, best running back in the country. That's like a hands down, no option, no other option. Todd Gurley's a freaking monster. They got to give it to Gurley. They got him in pass protection. They just got Gurley in pass protection. They just need to give him the ball in space. Oh, Harry Dog. Harry Dog, what's good, Harry Dog? We got the Harry Dog over here. Hanging out. He's chilling, yo. He's wearing his home uniform. He doesn't give a crap. He's like, oh, yeah, Cocky, what you going to do about it? I'm a dog. You're a bird. Look at that Gamecock in the middle of the field. Freaking Gamecocks. Gamecock can't compare to a bulldog. Honestly, a bird versus a freaking bulldog, baby. We need more dogs. Aaron Murray's lighting it up right now. They're trying to get a last-minute score in here. They only had about a minute and a half left when Gurley took that kickoff, and now they're all the way down here under the 19-yard line. They're pushing on the door. 18-yard line. Shoot. They're driving. We kind of got a little detoured by this drive here from the predictions, but we'll let this half play out until we get to the last little bit of predictions here. We've only got another 6 games left on the slate, and that's of the ranked teams. Maybe I'll hop into some unranked action. Who knows? Yeah, this week's schedule is really light. There's only one ranked versus ranked. There's like barely any cross division. A lot of them are just like, hey, Alabama's gonna smash this team. Like, that's what most of the games are this week. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see what Georgia can do here and try to draw even, or not draw even, but draw closer. Ooh, it's 3rd and 15. They gotta make a play. South Carolina, these boys, these Cocks, they ain't playing around. What up, Gamecocks? I like the little tree, though. The little tree with the moon. I don't really know what that means. I know that's on the state flag. Oh, does he got the first down? It's a 15-yard catch? No, it's 4th and inches. It's 4th and inches. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. They're stacking the box against him. We got Todd Gurley up in this mofo, though. Todd Gurley. Give it to Gurley. Is that Gurley not even on the field? That's got to be Gurley. They're draining the clock, though. They're letting the clock drain. So in case they don't get it, they're going to be able to... They're going to not give the time for South Carolina to go down there and score on them again. That's got to be Todd Gurley. It looks like number 1, though, and not number 3. But who knows? Maybe I was just mistaken. Oh, play action to Gurley. Into the end zone. zone. Arthur Lynch with the touchdown catch, the tight end. The big white boy. He does it. Oh, look at him. Look at him get up. Aaron Murray with the play action and the wobbly football. But Arthur Lynch with the touchdown grab. They draw to within 7 before half, or within 8. Let's just kick this through. It's a matter of, there it is. Boom. Knock it right through. Let's go, Georgia team. South Carolina. Let's see if South Carolina. Oh, they're going to down it. Good call, good call, good call. Good call. Let's go. You got 75 yards here, 17 seconds with only 1 timeout, though. That's the rough thing. Oh, they're not even trying. They're just going to run the clock out. Oh, he said get off me, though. Brandon Wilds. He's running wild. Look at those camo pants. Under Armour does do some crazy stuff on them uniforms, though. What about them Hurricanes, boy?
Second down. A tight first half of football.
They're just going to let it run out. And we're heading to halftime with South Carolina leading at home versus Georgia in the SEC, a pivotal matchup to see who can go to the SEC championship. Who knows? It could be you, Georgia. It could be you, South Carolina. Sure, South Carolina has already lost 1 game to Texas A&M, but a win versus Georgia would go a long way into trying to get their way into that SEC championship.
I don't want to take anything away from these defensive guys, David, but could this be that we're seeing a healthy dose of some pretty bad offense, too?
It goes hand in hand.
Pretty bad offense, apparently, according to Herb Street.
Sometimes, pretty good defense makes, average offenses look really, really bad. But, when you have a great defense and you can take something...
Oh, freaking Jadeveon. Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, he's definitely not on South Carolina anymore. The simulations, though. These simulations have been pretty good. Well, we've only really honestly had one, which was Michigan State losing to Oregon. And shoot, I could have simulated that with freaking some action figures, honestly. Ha! Yeah, I'm being an idiot, guys. Brad Nessler and Kurt Herbstreit. That's a power duo right there. That's some heavy hitters. But we got something's wrong with the scoreboard apparently.
He's to the 20.
There we go. It's fixing itself. Okay. After this big kick return down to 33. Apparently it's a rivalry game. They had to tell us that. But it is 7-14 here in South Carolina. Okay, let's move on to our picks. We got USC Trojans heading across the country to Boston College. That's a probably about a 5-hour flight right there. 5.5 hours from LA. From LA to Boston. That's a long flight. But I have faith in my Trojans. It's a late game. It's not one of those bullcrap early games where they have some West Coast team come across the country and then schedule the game at freaking 12 o'clock in the afternoon, which would be like 9 a.m. East. 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Yeah, they didn't do that kind of bullcrap to USC. They got them at a late game, which is actually 5 o'clock my time, which would be 8 o'clock Eastern. So it's a late game on the East Coast. It's good for USC. They're gonna have time to get acclimated, and they're gonna do it up big over there. We got the Trojans rolling. They're gonna fight on. We got Kessler over there. Freaking Nelson Aguilar is a freaking beast at wide receiver. The USC defense is super legit. Their defensive tackle, best DT in the entire country. He's a freaking monster. But yeah, they're gonna do some freaking big work out there. They're gonna come through, beat an ACC team. ACC is not that great of a conference, honestly. The Pac-12 needs to hold strong this week, and with USC heading to Boston College, it's a really important game. 2 Big 5 opponents. USC's playing a tough non-conference schedule. They got Notre Dame on there, and they had Fresno State already on there, and I think that was it. Yeah, and they've already played Stanford, but obviously all the Pac-12 schedules are freaking murderers row. Good lord. But yeah, USC, Boston College. I gotta go with my Trojans. Well, not my Trojans, but the Pac-12's Trojans, and I rep the Pac, baby. This is the Pac-12, freaking Pac-12, 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 and we got USC over Boston College for the W. Let's get it. On the road, on the road. Next, we got Tennessee heading to Oklahoma. Honestly, if this game was flipped and Oklahoma was heading to Tennessee, this might be an upset pick right here, but with it in Oklahoma, no way. No way Tennessee can rally up and defeat Oklahoma at home. That would be too much. Oklahoma is a top 5 team right now. They're a good team. They're one of the better teams in the Big 12, probably the best team. Them and Baylor and Oklahoma State honestly could give them some trouble. But I don't know. I can't go with Tennessee on the road. That's a rough pick. Oh, he holds it. Connor Shaw making plays. He said, "Get off me." Oh, he gets down to 11. He said, He said, "Yeah. What? I'm trying to put the whole team on my back, though." They're doing work here. 2 red zone attempts, 2 touchdowns. Let's see if they can make it 3 for 3 here in South Carolina. And he holds it. The read option. He throws one dude off of him, and he gets the first down. First and goal. Gamecocks. Connor Shaw making plays, averaging freaking 8.7 yards per game. Freaking with each rush. Good Lord. Let's see what he's got. Oh, and he hits the crossbar. Oh, Georgia's starting to get a little juice. Let's see if they can hold for a goal line stand with that defense, with that SEC speed, that SEC defense. Man. Kill. Let's go. Oh, read option, and he hands it off, and it's in. Mike Davis, the other biggest running back in the country other than Gurley. These are the top 2 running backs going back and forth. Gurley on one side, Mike Davis on the other. Mike Davis runs it in for the touchdown. Let's go, Gamecocks. They're starting to run away with it here. There's only 5 minutes left in this game. Let's see if Georgia can mount a comeback after being down 14. Let's wait till that goes through, and then we'll say 14. Let's go. So yeah, I got Tennessee definitely losing on the road to Oklahoma. Even though Tennessee is undefeated right now, I can't see them pulling this big upset. Next, we got Rice. That's in Texas. It's a small religious university, and it's Rice. They won the baseball national championship. Why can't they beat Texas A&M on the road? Because that's impossible. Not impossible, but impossible for them. I got Texas A&M smashing Rice. That's not going to even be a close game. Next, we got our Bruins, baby. Our Pac-12 UCLA Tally Up Bruins. This is their last game before they come to Sun Devil Stadium. We need a W from UCLA here. They're heading to Texas, to Austin. They're on the road at Texas. They already went to Virginia across the entire country. Now they're heading to Texas on the road. Like, UCLA is playing such a tough schedule. This game is on Fox. It is like the Fox highlight game. Oh, Aaron Murray airs it out, and he's picked up. Oh, no, he's not. Victor Hampton couldn't hold on to it, but he does break it up. That was almost a game-ending interception. But let's see if Aaron Murray can come back, have a short-term memory, and finish this one off. Gurley with the handoff. Gurley said, "Get off me." Oh, and he gets a nice 8-yard gain. Todd Gurley up in this mofo. Oh, Harry Dog. We're getting it. Harry Dog, what up? Freaking Harry Dog's getting it over there.
It's first down.
Oh, now they're going with the power I formation. Let's see what we can get over here.
He's taken down at the 50.
South Carolina, come on, raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your head like a helicopter. Oh, hands off to Todd Gurley. They're trying to get back in this on the back of Todd Gurley. I put the team on my back, though. But I got to predict my UCLA Pac-12 Bruins repping the Pac. They were carrying the torch for the Pac-12 at the start of the season. They've kind of fallen off. They've won both games, but they've struggled. They struggled last week against Memphis. That was a really tough game for them. Tough game for the Pac. Probably like the worst game for the Pac, honestly, last week. Even though they did win, but it was at home and they struggled. But they're heading to Texas. Texas got mollywopped last week. They got mollywopped by BYU. They got murdered. They got taken out and just beat down. And I love Texas. Texas is one of my teams. They're one of my favorites. But I got to rep for the Pack here. We need this UCLA W to help with the... Ooh. He said, get off me. He said, you want to come along for a ride? Oh, look at that. Jonathan Rump. He said, "Oh, thanks. I'll take that. You wanna come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. You wanna ride for 8 yards? That's 24 feet. You can jump on and we're going."
This is the 8th play of this drive.
Looking like AJ Green out there repping UGA. Let's see what Georgia can do here. See if they can get it in. Oh, Gurley's not even in right now. And is it again? Is it? Oh, he dropped it. I thought he'd gotten another touchdown to the tight end. I can't remember his name right now. I don't know. Something with H. Who knows? He'll probably score on this one, though. 2nd and goal. Why aren't they giving this ball to Todd Gurley? Gurley gets a block. He walks into the end zone. It's Todd Mudda Trucking Gurley over here. Halfback number 3. But, yeah, I got to go with the Bruins. They got to get this one for the Pack. They got to set up this big matchup between Arizona State and UCLA coming up in 2 weeks. Not next week, but the week after. Big game in Tempe. Basically, really important for the Pac-12 South. Pac-12 South is going to be decided by October 4th. You mark my words. We'll have Arizona State have played USC. We'll have USC have played Stanford already. We'll have Arizona State have played Stanford. We'll have UCLA have played Arizona State. We're going to have all of these games already done by October 4th. And that's when we'll see who is in the driver's seat for the South. Those are your 3 players in the South. Arizona State, the defending champion in the South. Oh my God! I thought Connor Shaw just threw a pick. Number 21, baby. He says, "No way, baby. You can't throw that over the middle of those." South Carolina. They need to drain some clock here. Give it to Mike Davis, baby. Give it to Mike Davis. Oh no! Another drop. Another incompletion. Number 21. He's all over the field. He's involved in every play, even though he didn't do anything. But he's celebrating like he did something. Let's see what's up with these freaking screen. Oh, he stepped out. Brandon Wild. Why aren't they giving it to Mike Davis? Oh man. But yeah, we need that UCLA W to help set up that big game in Tempe, the blackout. And I'm excited for that one. That one will probably be game of the week. That'll be the simulation, as long as Arizona State holds on and. Because you know who ASU is playing this week. It's Colorado. It's a tough game. It's on the road in Boulder. It's going to be tough, and I know it is, and I'm kind of worried about it. It is on ESPNU, guys. So if you guys have ESPNU, definitely check out this Arizona State game. It's the late game. It starts at 10 o'clock Eastern, but it is start 7 o'clock West Coast time. So if you're on the West Coast, if you rep the Pack like me, you need to watch this Arizona State-Colorado game. It's going to be a tough one. My Devils last week came out, and they struggled a little bit against New Mexico. I'm not going to lie, but we ended up winning like 50-something to 20, whatever. And it looked like a blowout, and honestly, it really was. But every possession to me is fearful. Every time any team starts to get any type of drive against my Devils, I worry. Like any team, no team should be able to drive down the field against ASU. And sometimes it happens. We got this is an epic game right here. Arthur Lynch, he has the touchdown already. He dropped the other touchdown, or he didn't get the other touchdown, I should say. But let's see if we can, okay, so Arizona State against Colorado. I got to go with the W for my Devils. Set up that big matchup on Thursday Night Football. Late night, freaking blackout Thursday night. That's not next week, but it's the week after. ASU and UCLA both have byes next week. So hopefully they'll both be ranked in the top 15-ish. ASU's right now 16. UCLA's right now 12. If they both win this week on the road, I can't imagine that they're both not in the top 15. It'll be a top 15 matchup. Maybe we could get game day, but game day only really goes to Saturday games, so that kind of ruins our chance for that. But if we win that one, and UCLA's undefeated still, and we're undefeated, and we go to UCLA, we might be able to get game day in LA. That would be awesome against those Trojans. But UCLA got to win against Texas. ASU's got to get that W against Colorado to secure their position in the Pac-12 South and not give it up, not get behind this early in the season. And Georgia is driving down the field right now to try to tie this game. They're on the 25-yard line. Oh no, 35. Yeah, I missed it up here. But I'm going with my Devils against Colorado. It's gonna be tough. Pac-12 road games are all tough, especially those ones in higher altitudes, Colorado and Utah. Those are all tough games. But Colorado is probably one of the weaker teams in the Pac-12. They're definitely one of the weaker teams, and who knows? They might be able to pull something crazy out of a hat and surprise my Devils. But I gotta have faith. Gotta go with my Devils. Let's go Devils! Let's see. Let's watch the rest of this game before we predict the Georgia versus South Carolina game. Georgia is the heavy favorite. They're ranked way high up there. They're number 4 something in the ranking. Let's double check. Georgia is number 6 in the national rankings. They've only played one game, but it was a good one where they beat Clemson. That's who they beat, right? Clemson. That sounds right. And then South Carolina is number 24 because they do have a loss versus Texas A&M. So, and South Carolina started the season ranked super high. Oh, look at Aaron Murray giving that little boogie down. Got that boogie down, 13 inches. Let's go. 13 inches. Fourth quarter. AJ Green over the middle. It's not actually AJ Green, but it's Jonathan Rump. But I like to say AJ Green because that's fun. Yo, this game is getting kind of interesting. Who thought these simulations would be this interesting? I hope that it doesn't go to overtime, but it might. That's how close this game is going to be. And it's a touchdown by Jonathan Rump. 7-yard touchdown catch. AJ Green in the end zone.
Late in the fourth quarter, one possession game. Whoever shows it will win the football game.
Ooh, between the hedges. Even though the hedges, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the Georgia thing. So I guess they got hedges there in South Carolina too. Because I don't think that they would just not have hedges there when they're not supposed to. The Gamecocks, gosh, they gave it up. They had there's Marshall right there. Marshall has barely been getting in the game, and he's a big-time player. They're just running the girly train. Let's see if they can do something here with 52 seconds left on this kickoff. Oh, and it's a 22-yard return. That's not too great. Honestly, that's actually horrible because you wasted time and cost your team 3 yards when you could have just sat down or you could have just let the ball go out the end zone, and then you could have look at Harry Dog over there making freaking dance moves. Oh, but South Carolina, they're not quitting. They have 3 timeouts. They got a first down, and they're driving down the field at home with these freaking 9/11 uniforms, military uniforms. This simulation is great. Looks like, oh, Connor Shaw tucks it. He's got the first down. That's a 12-yard gain, 11-yard gain. Let's go. Oh, my God. This is getting intense here on the MDevil College Football Podcast. We're freaking running around. We're doing crazy stuff, and we got South Carolina, and they're taking way too much time right now. They're down to 30 seconds. Let's see, Connor Shaw. You got to throw the ball down the field. Dinkin Duncan's not going to work. Let's get a timeout. Timeout. Oh, they're going to cost themselves. We've only got 20 seconds. They just wasted 12 seconds on this last play. Oh, my God. 13, 14, 15, 16 seconds. Let's go. Oh, what are they doing? Are they just draining the clock? They are. They're playing for overtime. They were driving. They just want one last play. And they're idiots.
Well, that's the end of regulation, and this game is still unsettled.
They were scared. Connor Shaw was scared. Oh, man. They're going to overtime. This is our first overtime on the MDevil podcast here, and we're going to find out what happens in this one. I think this is the first overtime at least.
We've played an hour, and it's still not enough. We're set to kick off here in overtime. They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
And Georgia gets the ball first, and they're driving down. Oh, my God. They got a first down on the first play. I can't believe South Carolina. They had all their timeouts, and they could have won that game in regulation. I don't know what they were thinking. They were scared. Yeah, this is the last game left on the prediction schedule. Let's see if Georgia can pull it out. This is the big game of the week, and I don't know what that was by Connor Shaw. I don't know why South Carolina pussied out like that. Who knows? Who knows why, guys? Let's see what happens, though. Georgia went down and scored on their first possession. See if South Carolina can match. They were really scared for some reason not to play. I don't. The excitement is just pulled out of me, and Georgia looks like they're going to come away with this win. They've scored 21 unanswered right now. Let's see if South Carolina can answer here. And he's dropped. What is that? Is that Wild? Give it to Mike Davis. Mike Davis is your dude. Mike Davis is your workhorse. You can't be running with Wild all the time. Come on now. It looks like South Carolina's just making all the wrong decisions. This entire game is falling apart. Georgia, the Bulldogs on the road. And they're trying to go to the SEC title game. They're trying to win the SEC East? SEC East? SEC West. SEC East. I don't know. Those SEC divisions always get me all mixed up. Oh my God. South Carolina, you gotta raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around the head like a helicopter. Oh! And he catches a diving catch to the 1 yard line. Look at that route. Oh, right in front of the DB. And he collides with his own guy. If he didn't, he would have probably been walking into the end zone. They're repping America with those jerseys. Oh, and they got 4 downs here to pound this ball in. Cocky's ready. He looks nervous, though. He can't even watch. Look at Cocky. He's scared. What the frick was that? The hole was there. They had to push. How do you not get into that end zone, Wilds? Get the frick out of there. Put in frickin' Mike Davis. Mike Davis must be injured, guys. Ball 4. Oh, Connor Shaw. Connor Shaw drops back. And he's sacked for a big loss. That's like an 8-yard loss. Drop down to the 9 or 10. Let's see where they spot him. Oh, or maybe the 8. Connor Shaw. Oh no.
The defense has really held their own.
Okay, the 7 even. Okay.
Third and goal from the 7.
Third and goal. Connor Shaw's got to put the team on his back again. And we got to make a play here on 3rd down, or it's going to be a 1 and done. Let's see what we can get here from Connor Shaw.
He's under pressure.
There it is. Oh no, incomplete. It is 4th down. It is 4th down and goal. They need to score here, or this is game over in overtime. They would have blown a 14-point lead. Oh no. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cox. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Shaq Rowland does it up big. We're going to see. We're going to see if South Carolina can do it again and score again. South Carolina. Oh my God, the entire stadium is going nuts. The student section is going crazy out there. The band is playing, and they just tied it up. They're sending it to double overtime there in William Bryce Stadium. And everyone stands up and cheers. Oh yeah, look at them. They got their shirts. They got their chests painted. The paint's running from the rain. It's raining there in South Carolina. This is the realistic weather report we got going on here. This is accurate South Carolina weather right now. And we're going to see what we can do here. Okay, Connor Shaw takes the field again, and he dumps it down to Wild. Wild cannot break loose. And oh, that's a really late hit. Do they get a penalty on that one? No, nothing. Oh no, they're getting screwed out here. That should have been a half the distance to go, automatic 1st down. They should be a little bit closer. Connor Shaw keeps it. He goes back to his, and he's laid out, but he's okay. Connor Shaw is back up Connor Shaw. Let's see, all the South Carolina cheerleaders are psyched about it. They're down here 1st and 10 on the 11 in 2nd overtime. This is a crazy game. Let's see how many overtimes we can get in this simulation. Screen! Oh, and it's nothing. Connor Shaw with the completion, but it completes for 0 yardage. That is not good. We got to get that American flag into the end zone with those freaking special uniforms we got there from Under Armour. Let's go, Connor Shaw. It's all you, baby. And he holds it. He breaks one. He breaks loose. He's going to the end zone. Oh, and he tries to split 2 defenders, but he gets smashed right on the 2-yard line. It is 3rd down and inches from the 2, from the 1.5, basically. Let's see if they can pound it in for the 1st down / touchdown. Let's see who we got here. Man in motion. They're throwing it on 3rd and inches. No, Connor Shaw tucks it and he runs it in. Let's go. Double overtime. Second overtime. Connor Shaw takes it in. Oh, man. Cocky is psyched. Where's Harry Dog? Where you at, Harry Dog? Yeah, you're sad, bro. Cocky's getting loose over there. Connor Shaw tucks it, runs it in, even though he's on the Cleveland Browns, but who knows about that. There's Harry Dog up there. He's staying positive, though. He knows his Bulldogs are going to drive down and score from the 25 only. It's not really much of a drive, but they're going to score it in that double overtime. Look at that dude with the glasses, with the hoodie. I see you with the hoodie.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 25.
This is a big one right here. This is big. Aaron Murray takes the field. Sets up. He throws down into the end zone. No! It's intercepted. Aaron Murray throws the game-clinching interception. That is South Carolina gets the W at home in double overtime. South Carolina, come on, raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your head like a helicopter. Play of the game by Connor Shaw. And I don't really agree with this play of the game, but whatever. I thought it was kind of one of Connor Shaw's scrambles. I think that might have been the first touchdown. Connor Shaw's like, yeah, look at my camo pants. Woo! Oh, man, that was a great game. I think this game is going to go just like, look at Todd Gurley. Oh, and A.J. Green, even though that's not A.J. Green. But I like to pretend it is A.J. Green. And we got the tight end from Georgia. He's the one that made all the plays. Let's go to the game stats. Player stats. Connor Shaw making plays. He did it. 3 touchdowns for Connor Shaw. Passing, how many did he have? Rushing. Mike Davis only had 2 rushes. Mike Davis needed more plays. Connor Shaw making plays. Impact player. And Connor Shaw had 1 rushing touchdown. Mike Davis had 1 rushing touchdown. And Connor Shaw had 3 passing touchdowns. There's all 5 of your touchdowns there for South Carolina. Come on, raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist around your head like a helicopter. South Carolina. That was a pretty dope freaking game. Double overtime. And honestly, that's how I think it's going to happen here on MDevil Gaming. And that was the NCAA College Football Podcast. MDevil College Football Podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back next week for another simulation. And that was Game of the Week. And I'm predicting South Carolina to pull the upset at home. Even though they looked real shaky first week of the season, they're going to be coming home. Let's see who the player of the game is. Aaron Murray and Herrera. And then we got Jimmy Legree, who is the cornerback that made the game-winning interception. And obviously, you got to go with your boy, the hero, the Cleveland Brown himself, Connor Shaw. 8 carries for 48 yards, 186 passing, and 4 touchdowns. 3 in the air, 1 on the ground. That is Connor Shaw, your MDevil player of the game. Thanks for watching, guys. And you know what? Go Devils. Beat the Buffs.